Alright, we are back for round 1. Unfortunately, I can't really keep that one spell, so it's gonna be a mulligan. That one is looking quite solid. I like that. Don't really want the Mao, but I like Skinner with Grapple with the Past and Mysteries and Prey Upon That. You know, just looks like a pretty solid 6. Even though I'd obviously rather have, kept my 7. Okay, well, Moorland is certainly something I can appreciate. So I guess I'm gonna skin on itself and pass the turn. Blue-red, so some sort of spell-based deck, I would assume. Ooh, Favored Vision, that's an interesting one. I think I'll run my Mysteries now. This way, if they have a removal, I get value. Favored Vision is interesting, though. It's gonna deal decent amount of damage, but I have a fairly cheap hand too. So, well, we'll see. I think I want to start off the turn with Grapple with the Past. A Swamp or a Pacifist? I kinda like Swamp, honestly, just because I drew Deadweight. Pacifist's looking... I mean, I will want to play spells each turn, so I don't think this is flipping anytime soon. The opponent will also play spells each turn, so I think it's actually the Swamp. So I am one type away from getting Delirium. So if I prey upon something, I will get my Delirium. And I think I can deadweight that pretty easily because the opponent will draw a card end of turn no matter what. Other options include playing the Druid, but then I cannot attack. And Druid doesn't do a whole lot. I think it's deadweight, beat down. Alright. Third Vision is an interesting one to see here. Geist Fueled Scarecrow. That's slightly problematic for sure. Ruthless Disposal. Well, I think that with the Druid is pretty good. A play could have been to play the Druid and prey upon with the Geist, so I get a land and I get Sorcery into the graveyard. But now that I drew the Disposal, which will actually help me fight the Vision, it's probably not the right move anymore. I think I want to drop the Druid though, and hopefully kill 2 of my opponent's creature next turn, as well as getting my Delirium going. Boon of a Miracle, not bad. Slightly worried about the Vision, but at some point I will be left with no cards in hand, not many cards in hand, and if they just play a big creature here, it's just perfect for me. So I just hope they play some sort of 4-drop creature. I'd be surprised if my opponent attacks here into the Primal Druid. They might, but would feel like it's kind of weird. Okay, they did not play another creature, so that's not great for me. They have to discard though, which is kind of clunky for them, I guess. So I could Ruthless Disposal. Thing is, I have to target 2 creatures. I guess I can target these 2. No, I cannot. I cannot do that. Never mind. Clunky that my opponent did not play another creature, honestly. It's really, really clunky for me. So I guess the play now is probably to pass the turn and spin at the end after my opponent's turn. It's not looking like I have anything better to do. And yeah, that's not great, but yeah, I don't have anything better to do. And I take 2 more from the Favored Visions. Drawing a land was decent, I think. You know, hitting your land drop is a pretty good way to beat the third vision. So I think my opponent intend to cast a 5-drop creature last turn, and they weren't able to do so. And now they might. No, never mind. I guess I'll play the spinner now. So my opponent is just not playing anything. Not sure what they are up to. Not sure if they are playing around the Ruthless Disposal. I have no idea what's going on here. Ooh, so they will try to reanimate that, I would assume. So I guess now I don't really have any better move other than playing my 2 werewolves. Take 2 end of turn, as my opponent will most likely reanimate their scab. And hopefully, you know, the turn after that I'll be able to Ruthless Disposal. Could see my opponent having a counterspell there. Would not really surprise me. I don't really care about that 2 to match though. But the guys is really stopping my attack, but as soon as they play another creature and I can Ruthless Disposal, I should really be in a decent spot, I think. I just need them to cast a creature, basically. That's what I need. If my opponent never casts a creature, it's gonna be troublesome, but I think they are reanimating the scab here, I'm pretty sure. And good news is that they don't have any seek, you know, sorry about that. Any Seek Madness card to use with the this guy. I think I will take 3. And hopefully they play something else. Like if they have another counterspell, I think I'll lose. Like a Convolute would won the opponent the game. Pretty sure about that. Okay. Okay, I think I can live with that. And now the opponent is tapped out, which is also nice for me. So now we will proceed to destroy the opponent's board. So I'm gonna kill this. And that, I think. It's really annoying that my opponent had 3 good creatures here. So I'm not exactly sure what I should, you know, get rid of. It's certainly the Angel, that's not really a question. Now maybe it's Angel and Scab that lets me attack, and then I can +3 plus -1 the Scab and make... I mean, either way I think I can have to kill all creature and get rid of one of my creature by using both of my removal. I don't have to attack this turn, but I think it'd be good if I could. And if I try to flip that to get a better Delirium, I mean a better Prey Upon, I don't have any mana left for Disposal, which I think is kind of bad. So maybe the play is just to wait, actually, to kill those 2. Don't care about the Scarecrow for now, don't make any attack, and pass the turn. I think it's just a better move, yeah. I'm gonna sack that, discard a land, get a token of my mysteries, which is good. Okay. get under the 4 cards. Probably just passing the turn. And then game plan is to flip the captive and think I think the Skinner and the captive are the most threatening cards, so I'm gonna put on the spinner. And then yeah, next turn, hopefully, you know, flip the captive and prey upon something, and have my opponent left with nothing, and then crush them with my creatures. End of turn, I have the possibility to draw a card and make a human. I think I will take that possibility. I don't think I will take damage next turn. I have some, you know, a land and some cheap spells in hand. Collective Defiance is very good. Nothing I can do about that though. Like if my opponent has the burn spell to kill me, you know, there's just nothing I can do. So I guess now I'll sack a clue to get a blocker. And yeah, chump that thing. I'm not sure that I can afford to Kraken as a clue because I go up to 5, then I can get rid of 3 cards maximum. I think it's slightly risky. Like Collective Defiance was really brutal here. I like the Mao here quite a lot. It's really good for me. If they have a counterspell for that, it's really, really bad though. I guess when I will have the cast trigger no matter what. So yeah, I think I'll try to make that happen. Yeah, I mean I'm gonna gain my life no matter what happens. If it resolves, great. And it did resolve, which is really nice. Kinda wanna use one of my spells to avoid 2 damage from the visions. Not sure that'd be the right move to make though. Prey upon when the opponent has that many mana and it would only be trade doesn't seem like a good option to me. I guess I'm gonna take 2 more from the Favored Vision, even though I don't like that too much. And yeah, we'll do that. I could Boon-Offer Miracle the guys, that doesn't seem very good. I could Boon-Offer Miracle my Mao, that doesn't seem good. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna take... Yeah, I'm just gonna take 2 damage. Which is kinda annoying, but... You know, it's clearly something I can live with. Yeah, they are getting back their Stitchwing. Which is annoying. Now I can boost the Mao, so the opponent cannot stack with Scarecrow efficiently. I'm gonna go down to 2 here, and I don't think I can afford to sacrifice my clue, otherwise I might just die from the Favored Visions. And they have what? Oh, Wretchgrave, hard casted. That's gonna be tough to beat. Drawing a land was not very good. So I guess I have to kill one of the 2 flyer. I should play the spinner now so I can make it bigger. I think I can afford to attack with the Mao. Like, if my opponent blocks here, it's fine. If he double blocks, I can kill that. I have 11 mana available. I want to be able to... Yeah, I don't think I can flip that this turn, though. Yeah, I think I can attack with the Mo. It's not like my opponent has any good block. Yeah. And if they take 7, they are getting pretty low. Just a chump block here. That's probably the best move they can make. So I guess I could flip that. Paying 6 mana. I'll have 5 mana left, which lets me prey upon and cast the spider, unless I miscounted. I think I will just cast the spider first, though, to make sure. But I think it does work. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna work out. I guess I will use mana from the thing itself. Transform the captive using all those mana. Oh yeah, pay 1 from itself. And prey this upon that and pass the turn. And here if my opponent has a removal, well, they win. Not a whole lot I can do about that though. Otherwise, I'm in pretty good spot. It seems that they have the removal though. No, Conduit of Storm and Geist of the Archive. Not really doing the a good enough job here. Watcher in the Web was a very solid throw. So now I'm gonna boon the Conduit away. And then attack with my 2 big creatures. And then cast the spider. And now the opponent is actually, unless they draw an actual burn spell, it's not very likely that they can actually kill me. Because the spider is really watching. And I'm far from, dying to the favored visions, basically. So I guess I will get back that, discarding 2 lands. Yup. And unless they draw the actual burn spell, it's gonna be, it's gonna be lethal pretty soon. Guess they have a, a Scry of the Geist. I don't think I can afford to sacrifice my clue, because if I do so, I will end up being potentially at 4 cards next turn if I draw too many lands. That seems like a pretty bad potential outcome. Let me just think. Oh, the opponent has 4 blockers. Yeah, even if I get 1 more human, it's not going to give me lethal. I drew a land, which is pretty bad, so I'm glad I did not sack the clue. And now I guess I'm attacking with both big creatures and passing the turn. Chump block here, chump block there. Fine. And now the opponent is pretty dead next turn. I guess I have, quite a lot of draw to try to get their burn spell, but here I just make a soldier end of turn, and I have really a bunch of lethal creatures, so I think it should be game. I hope it will be game. I took quite a lot of time to play that game. I think some turns I had to think quite a lot, and yeah, okay, that's gonna kill me. So the opponent drew their burn spell, unfortunately. I mean, they got the shred to get back their defiance, and now they are gonna kill me, which is super annoying. But it was them top decking the card or not, basically. And they got it, so I'm gonna lose. Not sure that I could have won earlier on or done anything about that though. Yeah, was a quite interesting and complicated game. I'm not sure that I could have done anything about what happened here though. Okay, given what I saw, aim high could be an option. but I'm not sure what I would cut for that. Think I'm gonna leave the deck the way it is. I mean, I have 3 spiders, so I'm not like super weak to big flyers anyway. I think we'll do that. Maybe Farbog Revenant is decent at racing and giving me a bit of life. Against a red deck, it might be better than Shrill Howler. It's a worse card in general, but not a huge fan of the Creeper in this matchup either, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Like, the one toughness creature I think are pretty weak against red deck. They tend to really have a lot of ways to kill one toughness creature, but you know, the Howler is good enough that I want to keep it. Same with the Gnarlwood Triad. Okay, that hand seems good enough. Could use some black, but you know, I have 2-drop into 3-drop, so I think I'll run that. I think last game, if my opponent had been forced to actually cast, I mean, could have cast their creatures a turn earlier and would not have been annoyed by their own, you know, Geist ability. They would have ended up that, you know, if they had cast the Angel 1 turn earlier, that would have ended up being better for me, because I could have Ruthless Disposal earlier on and I would have taken less damage from the Feathered Vision, basically. So now the opponent can attack. I think I will try to make the double block. Obviously things could go wrong, but maybe they will tap out first anyway. Yeah, they did. So I hope they are attacking here, and I think they are. No, they are not. Okay, well, they saw the spinner game 1, playing pretty safely here. Can respect that. I guess I'm gonna play Revenant and pass the turn now. Hopefully I can get something like Grapple with the Past to help my Delirium and, you know, just advance my board and do some stuff. Mystery should be good. Yeah, it gives me quite a nice tool to win the game. And Third Vision is not looking very good here. Flameblade Angel, on the other hand, is going to be very difficult to beat. Ooh, Vessel of Nascency was a top-notch top deck. I guess I'm getting a Swamp here. Not the best, but whatever. Not sure how far I am from casting Miracle. Don't think I want to deal 1. I guess I deal 1, take 1, and gain 1, so yeah, I might as well do it actually. So I have 4 things in my graveyard, so a Miracle costs 9. I think I have to boost the Spinner to hopefully be able to block the Angel at some point. Miracle costs 9 and I have 7 land right now. Okay. Good news is that if my opponent end up killing any of my creature, I will basically be able to draw some more cards, which is really good. Well, double Collective Defiance both game is kind of hard to beat. That card is really good. The opponent deck is really good, by the way. I mean, yeah, it is really solid. They discarded a Reaver and they will now put me down to 12 while killing my Spinner, I guess. Yeah, that's killing the Skinner, interestingly enough. Okay. Okay, weird. I'm not sure that it's actually better than killing the spider. Okay, Mao was a good draw. So I can sack my Human Soldier actually, which is nice. And pay 7 to cast the Mao. And I guess I should still beat down with that, no reason not to. Okay, the opponent has one card left in hand, one clue. The angel is problematic, but I'm at 14, so they are drawing first, which is probably good news for me. Means they don't have anything good or better than that to do right now. Hopefully they don't draw something too silly here. And if I ever get 2 more mana, I will straight up win the game. So there is that too. I can boon off Emrakul the Flameblade Angel. That's risky if they end up having a removal. Otherwise it's pretty good most likely. Interesting. So I could attack, they would double block. We would trade 1 for 1. I would take 1 from the angel. No, I would take 2 from the angel. That doesn't seem like a good move for me to make. I think I'll attack with the Revenant, play a Watcher in the Web, and pass the turn. Trading these for one of their creature doesn't seem good. I guess with the boon I could trade for both, kind of, but... And I don't mind this dying because of the mysteries, actually, but... taking 2 from the angel puts me down to 8, which makes the angel lethal in 2 turns. And that's pretty much big game. Hopefully they don't have the counterspell here. If they do, it's gonna be really troublesome. But I think if they do, you know, it's not gonna be... They are thinking. Like, if they have the counterspell, I don't think you have to think here. You straight up slam the counterspell and most likely win the game of that. So I'm not sure what the opponent is thinking about right now. The Spider resolved, interestingly enough. But they have an end of turn play. Yeah, transforming that. It's actually fine. I mean, obviously now if they have some good tempo plays, end up bouncing my Mao, dealing with my Spider, stuff like that, it's gonna be troublesome. But if nothing too awful to happen, like if their best move is Geist, it's really good for me. And if I can ever reach 9 mana, I win right off the bat. I'm just gonna count, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 type into the graveyard. Norwood Triad. Not looking especially good right here. I could boon that, and then if they have a removal for one of my Spider, I can still make the trade, which is kind of good. I could also keep that around for later on. Now that the guys can block the Revenant, no reason to attack with that anymore. Yeah, I think I'm passing the turn here. Yeah, I think I'm passing the turn. Like booning that is kind of good because of you know, if my opponent gets any type of removal of bounce spell on the Watcher, but I think it's gonna be better to keep that around most of the time. Boon has not been great. This matchup, by the way. Yeah. So I need 1 more land and I can cast Emrakul. I think at this point I might actually boon the angel. Maybe not. Maybe I should not do that. Either way, I have to hurry, so I'm just gonna F6. But yeah, 1 more land and I win the game. Pretty sure about that. And then I will have 6 minutes or something like that to win the game. I mean, the game after that, hopefully. Okay, give me a land. No, it's a Spider. I guess I pass the turn back to the opponent. But in this with this kind of board, Emrakul is very lethal, so that's the good news. And if my opponent ever kills one of my creature, I get to draw, which is quite important too. I'm really worried about the time. I think I'm winning that game pretty comfortably though. Yeah, play the spider. Okay, finally. Right. Miracle the Promised End. Thing is, if I force my opponent to attack with everything, then they get to deal quite a lot of damage with the angel, so that's clearly troublesome. Okay, something's gonna happen, most likely. Not sure what happened exactly. Geist. Okay. Okay. Put that on the bottom. Yeah, it means I cannot really sweep my opponent's board with a miracle. It would cost me quite a lot. What I can do though, I think, which is pretty safe, is to attack with the 2 flying creatures. Into a miracle and that. And then the opponent doesn't have any flyer and they die from a miracle the turn after that unless they top deck. And I take 3 in the process, but yeah, I think we should be good with that line. Again, I'd rather have more time to think about this, but currently the current state is that I don't have a lot of time, so I kind of have to make my plays as fast as possible. And here, you know, they can get that back, but it will enter the battlefield tapped. So unless they top deck a flyer or, you know, a non-instant speed removal for a miracle, the opponent will die right away. They top deck a Wretch Grief though, which is certainly annoying. So I guess I'm attacking with a miracle now, and with the Revenant I have no reason not to. Yeah. And the opponent died. Yeah, I forgot that a miracle actually has trample, so the grief wasn't even enough. Alright, so I will have to hurry for the last game, but think I could have a decent shot. So Wolfkin Bone lets me be a bit more aggressive, but doesn't seem very good against a base blue deck that will most likely have some bounce spells. My opponent did not show any bounce spell yet, though. But costly cards are not very good against Ferret Visions. Yeah, I think I will leave the deck the way it is. Yeah, and hopefully we can win on time. Yeah, I could have saved some minutes earlier on, but honestly the plays were, I think, rather complicated. And yeah, I think I could have thought about them a bit less, but still, I had to count quite a lot of mana. It was not super easy. Okay, drawing a black was really good. It will make things simpler for me. You have a very nice Delirium start here. With a potentially 3/4 Scavenger on turn 3. Probably not on turn 3 actually, but quite soon though. Next turn I'm gonna cast the Scarecrow. Then after that I can stack Scarecrow plus Vessel on my 4th turn to get 2 things. Then I have the Drool alongside Disposal, which is really nice. So it's looking really solid. Regarding Delirium and my synergies. I guess Howler is slightly better than Scarecrow now. Might die right away, but in which case, I don't know, maybe Scarecrow is slightly safer move. But next turn I can steal Primal Druid plus Vessel, which will use my mana very efficiently, so I think it's actually fine. Okay, Mysteries is decent. Yeah, I think I will Vessel. Taking a Swamp. Play my Primal Druid and attack with the Howler. Land is not bad because, you know, I will need that 5th land for the disposal. And anyway, I will need something to discard with the disposal. So I'm 1 time away from having Delirium. The opponent unsubstantiated my Shrill Howler, which is fine with me. Emrakul was a good draw, I think. I think this means I actually play the Scarecrow now over anything else, and I will stack it end of my opponent's turn to get some lands and get my Delirium going. Don't need to get the Delirium right now because I cannot attack with Scavenger anyway. But I want to hit my land drops. And now I can play Howler plus Mysteries and see what the opponent has to say about that. They might have a counterspell, but I'd rather have them countering, you know, one of my creatures over Emrakul, because I think if I can resolve Emrakul, I'm winning most likely. Even though it's gonna be a bit annoying regarding time. Howler is getting cast here. Followed by Mysteries. And pass the turn. Grapple with the Pass was a good draw. So I have exactly 4 types currently into the graveyard. Soon I will have 5, so Miracle is costing 8. If I can just get the land of the Grapple with the Pass, it should be game. And now I can actually disposal, targeting these 2, sacrificing the Druid, discarding a Forest. I need to hurry up and place those trigger on the stack though. Yes. Forest. I will grapple for the pass with the pass now. Get Watcher in the Web back in my hand. Okay. F6. Attack with both creatures. The opponent goes down to 14, and I think next turn a Miracle gives me the win. So unless the opponent has some sort of discard outlet in their hand, this should be game. And they conceded. Alright, whew! Well, I was super worried about timing out, but again, Emrakul won me a new match. Whew! That was intense in the end. Could have taken a bit less time earlier on, but yeah, that will do it. Hope you guys enjoyed that first round, and see you for the second one.